Hi, welcome once again to M5's English language learning program, Let's Speak English. I'm Gav Duncan and I'm here on your TV to help you learn English. Now, are you sitting comfortably? Yes? Good. And are you ready for today's lesson? Yes? Good. Okay, well, let's learn English together. And good afternoon to you all. How the demons from the blue are you all today? Did you have a good weekend? Did you relax and enjoy yourselves? Did you take Gusti the dog for a nice long walk? Did Margot the cat sleep and then sleep and then doze and then have a cat nap? Did George the goldfish swim around and around and around all weekend? Yes, 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 and yes. Well, it can't be. George is dead. How insensitive you are. Anyway, it seems as though your weekend was a great success. Okay, so you had a great weekend. You got lots of sleep. You had fun. And now, here we all are again. Here, back in the studio, ready for some more English. Well then, no time to dilly-dally. Let's get stuck in. Now today, we're going to have a look at something which is very important in English. Today, we're going to look at the definite and indefinite article. So, what do you say to that, huh? Yes, that's right. You're probably sitting there on your sofa, looking at me and thinking, what on earth are you talking about, Gav? What's a definite article and what's an indefinite article? Well, I'll tell you. It's very simple. The definite article is the proper name for the, and the indefinite article is the proper name for a or un. See? It's not hard. It's just a fancy name. Okay, so what can we all remember about and un? Well, when we say or un, it means one thing or one person. Alfredo's got a wife. Alfredo's got wife. Can I have a banana? Can I have banana? There's a woman standing outside. There's woman standing outside. Okay, so we know that if we want to make a sentence, we normally use a or un to mean one. We don't normally use one in these situations unless we're counting. Normally, we just say a or un. Now, who remembers the rules about and un? Who remembers when we use a and when we use un? Well, here's a few sentences that we're going to complete to see how well you remember the rules. So, complete the following sentences with a or un. Number 1, I've got ukulele. Number 2, there's elephant in the fridge. Number 3, look, sitting in that tree, there's owl, eagle, and crow. Number 4, I went to the supermarket and I bought apple, orange, and 3 liters of milk. Good. Okay, how did you do? Those were easy, weren't they? Well, let's check them to see if you got them all right. Okay, what about the first one? Well, we're talking about possession, aren't we? We're using the have got form to talk about something that I possess, something that belongs to me, something that I own. And because ukulele begins with which type of letter? Yes, that's right. Ukulele begins with a U, which is which type of letter? Come on, think back. That's right. Remember the 2 groups of letters in the alphabet. vowels and consonants. Vowels are A, E, I, O, and U. And consonants, well, consonants are all the other letters. The alphabet minus the vowels are the consonants. Okay, so if a noun starts with a vowel, we put n in front of it. So, number one, I've got a ukulele. What? 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 But, what happened there? Aha. Have you all forgotten? You must remember, surely. Why do we say a ukulele? Ukulele starts with the letter U. The letter U is a vowel. That means we use an with it. Well, yes and no. Do you remember that the basic rule is that we use an with words which begin with a vowel and with words which begin with a consonant? Good, but think back. There were a few cases where we used an with nouns which began with consonants and with nouns which began with vowels. Think about hour, university, uniform, European. Logically, we should say a hour, but we don't, do we? We say an hour. Logically, we should say an university, but we don't, do we? Logically, we should say an uniform, but we don't, do we? Logically, we should say an European, but we don't, do we? So, we know the logic we should use, but with these words and with some others, we forget logic and use instead of un, or un instead of Now, can anyone remember why? Yes, that's right. It's all to do with the sound of the word, isn't it? It's all to do with pronunciation. Who can remember the verb to pronounce? That's right. To pronounce a word is to say it, to make the right combinations of noises so that people can understand what we're talking about. Pronunciation is the noun we get from the verb to pronounce, and our pronunciation is very important. Now, with these words, our pronunciation is the key to understanding why we're using the wrong indefinite article. It's because the way we pronounce these words means that the word sounds like it belongs to the other group. Our is pronounced as our. We don't pronounce the H at the beginning of the word. So when we say it, it's more natural to say an hour. With university, uniform, and European, we pronounce all these words with a y sound at the front. It's not university, it's university. It's not uniform, but uniform. And it's not European, it's European. So we have to remember that in most cases, the spelling is the key to deciding if we should use or un, but sometimes the pronunciation is the key. Okay, now back to the questions. Number 2, there's an elephant in the fridge. Yes, elephant. Starts with E. E is a vowel. The word is not pronounced yelephant, so it's an elephant. Number 3, look, sitting in that tree. There's an owl, an eagle, and a crow. Okay, an easy one. An owl, an eagle, and a crow. Owl begins with a vowel, and it's not pronounced as yowl. Eagle begins with a vowel, and it's not pronounced yeagle, so that means we use un for those two. And crow begins with a consonant, so we use a. Okay. Number 4. I went to the supermarket, and I bought an apple, an orange, and 3 liters of milk. Okay, on we go. Number 4. Again, it's an easy one. Apple and orange are nouns which begin with vowels. We pronounce them normally. It's apple, not yapple. It's orange, not yorange. This means that we use un with them, both. An apple and an orange. And with the milk? Well, milk is uncountable, so we can't use or un with milk. And anyway, in this sentence, we've made milk countable by making it a number of litres. But if we're using a number, then we don't use an article. So, how did you all do? Did you find those questions easy? Yes, I think you probably did. But it was a nice introduction into the definite and indefinite article. An introduction into and and the, which is what we're going to be looking at this week. And now, something different. Hello, people! Hello! Hello! How are you all today? Fine? Good. Me? I'm also fine. I'm still learning about football. I told you some of the things that I learned, and now, what else did I learn? Now, what else did I learn? Oh, yes! The referee controls the game. And if the players are too aggressive, then the referee punishes them. Now, do you know the verb to reward? To reward someone is to give them something nice, or to do something nice for someone. If you do well at school, your parents reward you by buying you an ice cream, for example. Now, the verb to punish is the opposite of reward. If you do well at school, you get an ice cream. But if you do badly at school, you have to stay at home when your friends are playing in the park. You have to stay at home. You can't play with your friends because your parents are punishing you for doing badly at school. Your punishment is to stay at home when you want to be playing with your friends. Now, when we're playing football, we use our feet to control the ball, and the other players use their feet to try and take the ball away from us. This is called tackling. The verb is to tackle. When football players tackle each other, they should only try to kick the ball. But sometimes, well, sometimes they make mistakes, and sometimes they do bad things. If they kick another player instead of the ball, then the referee punishes them or their team. The referee has 2 coloured cards. These cards are levels 1 and 2 of the football punishment. If a player does something bad, the referee shows the player the yellow card, and the other team get a free kick. If the player does something very bad, like this, then the referee shows the player the red card, and the player has to leave the football pitch. Now, the other team have got an advantage. They've got 11 players, and the other team has got 10. Also, sometimes the players, well, they, cheat. I know, it's terrible. These are sports people. They shouldn't cheat. But some of them are from bad families. They cheat and try to pull the wool over the referee's eyes. That means that they try to deceive the referee. They lie to the referee to try and help their team win. Oh, that makes me so angry. I could, well, I'm not sure what I could do, but I'm angry, very angry. I think I'd better go and have a cocktail to calm down. My ganglions are trembling. Ooh, cheaters! I'll see you all anon. Archibald, make me a cocktail. A strong cocktail, Archie. Toodaloo, pip pip, chitty bye. Blimey, she's in a bit of a mood. Enid doesn't like people who cheat, it appears. That's good to know. Okay, well, that's all the time we have for our lesson today. So I'll say goodbye. Goodbye! Right, I'll see you all tomorrow. Have fun, relax, and when we meet again tomorrow, you on the sofa, me in the studio, we'll learn more about the indefinite and definite articles. But until then, in case you need more English, you know where to go. www.m5tv.hu. See you later. Bye.